Peace and love, everybody. Just wanted to take a second just to show you this book that I've been checking out at the Miami-Dade County Courthouse. I'm not a lawyer, not a paralegal yet, but I am aiming towards getting that so that way I could legitimize my research assistance with the de facto and pro se representing litigants. All right. So I just wanted to show you this book. This is from the LexisNexis book, 2000 Criminal Law Practices. All right. It's actually a really good book. Let me just show you a couple of things. All right. So here you got in chapter 7, which is also the Florida statute for identification. You know, this is something that all Moors, all peoples who may have been branded as some form of minority in this country, this book is for you. All right, you definitely want to get this book. You want to check out these sections because, you know, oftentimes you're stopped with and frisked without just cause. All right, and even that's in this book. So, you know, here's some information on identification. You know, we're always looking for, you know, our proofs into what kind of how our IDs should look or what they are. I just want to show you. I want to highlight something real fast. There is something. Where is it? Master checklist, and then hold on. I think it's on the next page. Nope, I passed it. Go back just a little bit. Here we go. Master checklist. Consider how a defendant's constitutional right to counsel and due process govern the admissibility of identification proofs in a criminal trial. I think that's pretty powerful stuff. All right. Identification is proof. Identification procedures, checklists. Identification proof is evidence. Let's keep going. What else we got here? You know, checklist, practical problems of eyewitnesses, defendant's right to counsel, minimizing eyewitness identification problems, you know, identification procedures for which the right to counsel attaches, you know, suggestiveness of identification procedures and due process, the reliability of ID procedure. What else we got? Some case laws, right? Types of identification procedures, checklists, lineups. You know, some good information here. Some very good information, I would say. Well, let's look at this. 7.10, show-ups. A show-up is a procedure where the police take a witness shortly after the commission of an observed crime to where the police are detaining the suspect in order to give them an opportunity to make an identification. Ooh, a show-up is the most suggestive type of identification procedure. It involves the presentation of a single suspect to a witness for the purpose of identification. It's powerful. It's powerful. You never would have known that if someone wasn't looking at this book, though, huh? The things we know, the reasons that we're here. 7.13, defense-initiated identification. Due process does not protect the state from defense-initiated extrajudicial identification procedures. Okay. Judicial note, where the defense conducted a photo lineup without the defendant's photo and the witness identified another person in the lineup, it was reversible error for the court to exclude the evidence at trial. That's powerful. 7.14, I like this section. Consider the procedure for admitting identification as evidence in various evidentiary considerations. The admissions of identification evidence may be challenged by the motion to suppress, which requires an independent hearing before the trial court. The basis of the motion may be that the defendant's right to counsel was violated because adversary judicial proceedings existed during the extrajudicial identification. That due process was violated because the extrajudicial identification procedure was unnecessarily suggestive, contributing to a substantial likelihood of misrepresentation or irreparable misrepresentation in court identification evidence, or both. That said, powerful stuff. Let me just show you one more thing. Just one more thing. Motion to suppress, rights to counsel. And then this next session, they also got this search and seizures in there. So all these different sections that are available to you, consider, checking out your local law library. Maybe speak with one of their attorneys, on a free legal counsel day, because they do have those in regards to unlawful detainer, evictions, mortgage foreclosure, and bankruptcy, if I'm not mistaken. But something to consider. Peace and love. I self-law master. You should too.